Today I am blessed to be able to walk around and hear the magpies sing outside. I can step into any yard and easily catch an insect in the grass, and I can hear the toads croak in the nearby water. But I know the day will come where I mourn the call of a meadowlark or find the absence of deer tracks between sagebrush within hills and mountains. Some of you have no idea how people find beauty in the small details of nature, how boys cherish the water droplets on spider webs as they memorize the light reflecting off each intricate string, or how girls would sit at recess and braid blooming dandelions into their friend's hair. Nature is not just there for you to look at when you decide to walk your dog or go on a hike once a week. Some people have no idea how deeply our earth is rooted into our bodies. Our veins mimic the lightning of a summer storm, and our hair and nails are one of the same as antlers, horns, and tusks. The only thing that every living organism has in common is that we share the planet. Not just the people, but the trout in the creek, the rams loosening gravel on the mountainside, or big cats running through savanna, jungle, and desert. It's their planet too. The beauty of the water and the trees is one to be shared to everyone, as they have just as much a right to live here as we do. Natural wildlife has declined 70% since the 1970s. Animals are wiped from their homes, water grows thick and polluted, and species after species quickly make their place on the endangered or extinct list. How do you tell the last passenger pigeon that never in her life would she lay a fertile egg? Her nest building was for naught, and her best efforts to be a mother are useless. Because her sisters were hunted for fun, her family wiped clean from the earth, and any potential mate was utterly destroyed without remorse. How do you tell her, like the Tasmanian tiger, the ivory-billed woodpecker, or the West African black rhino, that she is the last of her kind, that all of her species' history end with her final breath? You can't. It has been proven time over time again that wildlife no longer have a voice in today's society. So I stand here before all of you and I ask that you treat every living body with the same love and respect as the next. I ask you to be the person to help ducklings cross the road. I ask you to be the person to advocate against lead bullets and rodenticides. Be the person who counts the goslings in the park. And when you count 2 or 3, when it used to be around 9, I hope you have that second thought of, ooh, I hope they're okay. Volunteer at rehab centers, work at the zoos and rescue facilities. Be the little kid who is fascinated with the water droplets on spider webs. Find the child in you who used to pick dandelions and watch the ladybugs walk across your legs in the grass. I can tell you from experience, after working at a bird rescue for now my 2nd year, that there is more to understand of every aspect of life. I fear in the busyness of office work, internet drama, and the roughness of day-to-day life, we lose our sight in what connects us all. Last summer, early in the morning, while working at the bird rescue, a fish and game warden knocks on the door. He carries in a crate containing a seagull. As he opens the crate, I witness the effects of pure hatred. The bird is covered in bright orange spray paint, the streaks purposeful. It stains her eyes, it infects her mouth, and it is impossibly embedded into her feathers. I swaddle her in a blanket and carry her in my arms to the medical room, the weight of a newborn, where we find small bullets etched into her muscle. I look at her, and there is an unspoken understanding that fills the room. I understand the feeling of being completely and entirely lost and scared. I guarantee that nobody in this room can tell me they've never felt taken advantage of, bullied, hurt, emotionally or physically. You cannot sit there and tell me you can't relate to a downed bird. That you haven't felt the universal experience of being stranded, feeling hopeless and at rock bottom. I mean, it happens to everyone. So have compassion for every creature, as we are one and the same. I notice this love in many people around me. I see how my little brother cherishes the old trees and plants. I notice it in his art and in his music, as it comes so naturally to him. And there is so much beauty in the day-to-day love for outside. I love seeing the sunlight on my little sister's face as she runs under the trees and the sun trickles through the leaves and paints bright splotches across her nose and cheeks. It's times like these that I remember this is what is at stake. This is what nature is to me, and this is what I have to lose. So I study the way the leaves dance in the wind and how her small fingers sway in the tall grass. It's quiet, it's serene, and this is the reason. I see it in everyone. And this is why I advocate for the rights of wildlife, why I advocate for the rights of the earth, for everyone. To quote Mary Oliver in her poem, The Wild Geese, "You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. I would never ask you to completely uproot your comfortable lives and spend nights apologizing to those who can't understand you. I ask people to change. Change for your children, change for your siblings and your parents, your grandparents. For the girl down the street or the boy on the swings, change to continue to see robins hopping on fences or the butterflies resting on open tulips in the spring. Make the changes for the chatter of vultures or the ripple of mussel in a cat. Change to hear the red tail cry. Change to see the rabbits burrow and the mares prance. On behalf of myself and every creature who is deserving of this love, I ask you to change for the better of everyone." Ta-da!